If I logged into my trading account tomorrow and saw a big fat zero, I'm gonna keep it real with you, I'm not quitting. As someone who's been trading for 5 years, the way that people were trading when I first started, that's just not gonna cut it. So I'm definitely not going back to the drawing board. The market moves a lot more precise now. It requires skill, not luck, and not gambling. The market does not care if you're sitting there with 15 indicators stacked up on your chart because you feel like that's gonna make it easier for you. But there's still a group of traders that are putting up 4, 5, 6-figure months, and they're doing it because they've adjusted to the shift. One thing I tell my students is, if God forbid I woke up tomorrow and had $0, I don't care what I would have to do. I don't care if I had to go DoorDash for 32 years, maybe not 32 years, but do whatever it is I had to do to make sure I could fund my trading account and start again. I have a lot of belief in trading, and if you've clicked on this video, I know for a fact that you've definitely been there, and you need someone to show you step by step what to do if you're in that position. Because honestly, I think it's a part of the trading journey to have blown an account or 6 at some point, because nobody's perfect. Nobody's just this stellar trader who's never made any mistakes. And I hate when people say that I've never lost money, or they'll say, oh, I make millions of dollars, but then they'll be like, oh, but the most I've ever lost in a day is $500. Supposed to believe that. I have lost well over 6 figures trading, like $200,000, $300,000 trading, but I've also made over $1 million. Both of these things are true. So I've been able to rebuild, but it did not happen overnight. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it's gonna happen overnight for you either, but with a certain amount of rules and a mindset, I feel like you can get back from 0 to hero. Get what I did there? People say 0 to hero, and it's... Anyways, let's get into the first part. Funny enough, the first thing I would do is not necessarily rebuilding my account, but it would be rebuilding my mindset. When I first started, I thought money was my problem. I thought, oh, if I had $10,000 in an account, then it would be easier. If I had $1 million, it would be easier. If I had $5,000, it would be easier. And that's just not the case. Every single loss that I took felt like I needed to make it back immediately. And that's exactly what kept me broke, is because I felt like, okay, I take this loss, I gotta make it back tomorrow. Now I'm gonna go put more money into a trade, or now I'm gonna take more trades. It's like every single loss for me was personal, and you cannot take your losses personal. You can't. They can't be personal to you, because if you take them personal, you're gonna be encouraged to make these mistakes. If I woke up with $0 tomorrow, I would not even think about making money week 1, week 2, week 3, maybe. Okay, I would focus on becoming the kind of trader who understands how to make money. And to be honest, the kind of trader who deserves to make money again. Because for you to blow an account, clearly something has happened. Unless you entered into a trade and something in the markets happened and it blew past your stop loss and you couldn't close in time, or your order didn't fill, whatever. And even in that case, there's no reason why you should blow an account down to 0 off of one trade, because you never should have risked that much in the first place, okay? But let's say something happened. Clearly, you need to build yourself up to being the kind of trader who deserves to be green and who deserves to be profitable. Because not everyone deserves to be profitable. I tell people this all the time. Not everyone deserves to be profitable in trading, because a lot of people have terrible habits and think that that's going to excuse them from their selves, or from their poor habits or their poor decisions. And here's the truth. If a lot of people were given that $1 million account today, I promise you they would blow it down to 0 in months, weeks even. So do you deserve to win? Can you handle your emotions? Can you handle your discipline? Can you be consistent? How did we get here in the first place? The second thing that I would do is build an edge. Please, 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 please do not fund an account until you've earned some confidence. Like, please do not put money into a trading account until you know what you're doing and you feel confident. I think a big mistake I see a lot of people make is they'll lose money, throw money back in there, or they'll throw a whole bunch of money into a live account. What happened to paper trading? What happened to a demo account? What happened to figuring out what we're supposed to be doing before losing everything? I find that it's really easy once you go on a losing streak to start strategy hopping and start going from video to video and strategy to strategy to figure out what works best for you without even giving anything the time to marinate. If you take 2 trades using a strategy and let's say you lose those 2 trades, that does not mean the strategy sucks. It could have been poor price action. It could have been your understanding. We don't stick with things long enough in trading, and it's like now we've hopped from mentor to mentor and strategy to strategy, and you can't even tell me why the trades went wrong. Journaling trades is just like my biggest tip for anybody. Whether you are a beginner, whether you're an advanced trader, journaling trades is going to save you so much money in the long run, because when you journal your trades, you're able to see patterns, you're able to see consistencies. So for example, let's say I notice that every time I lose trades, it happens to be on a certain stock ticker or on a certain day or using a certain strategy. If I've been able to notate that every time I trade this one strategy, I lose my trades, then I can go back to, do I understand this strategy? Do I know how it works? Am I able to explain this? One of my pro tips that I also share with my students is that when you are taking trades, if you guys have ever been in a Discord server, by the way, I have one, I'd love to have y'all. But if you've ever been in a Discord server or watched somebody trade live, oftentimes they talk through their trades. So they'll say, hey, I'm entering in here because of X, Y, and Z. They explain their trades, they talk about what they see, and they notate how they're trading as they're live. At least that's what I do when I live trade. So this is something that I have been doing for years. I only started my Discord a couple years ago, but even 5 years ago when I was first trading, I would still talk through my trades out loud because I find that it's really easy to make mistakes when you're rationalizing things in your head. When you say to yourself, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take this trade because it's just going up. It sounds a lot sillier to say I'm taking a trade just because it's going up when you're saying it out loud. So journaling your trades, or like I say, audibly notating your trades, can definitely make a huge difference. The third thing is I would be super conservative with my accounts. I would protect every single dollar like it's my last. I see a lot of people who start and they'll say, oh, because I have a small account, now I have to start taking bigger risks. And I think that's backwards. Just because you have a small account does not mean that now we have to go put the whole $200 into a trade and risk it and try to hit home runs. That's another thing. If I blew everything, I am not going to try to hit a home run every single trade. Every trade does not need to be 300% return, 500% return, 100% return. It's those base hits that stack up that are going to help keep you in the game for longer. But when you're sitting here and you're hoping, man, I have to hit this certain percentage, or I have to hit this certain dollar amount every single time you enter into a trade, you can find yourself making mistakes, holding too long, over leveraging just because you want to hit this goal. Your risk management needs to be tight and it needs to be precise. In addition to having really strict risk management, you need to have a strict stop loss, which I guess falls into risk management. Your stop loss should not be hold and pray. Okay, I tell my students, we don't do drugs, we don't smoke opium, we don't do opioids, we don't do none of that. Okay, hope is not a strategy, and hope is not going to keep you into a trade. So if your whole idea is, you know what, if I take a trade and it goes against me, I'm just going to hold it and hope that it goes back up. Unfortunately, my friend, that is just not good enough. You need to be so tight with your stop loss, risking 1 to 2% of your account per trade. You should not have one loss take you out of the trading game. And that's why, again, it's a big pet peeve of mine when people say they get into trading and then they've lost everything and they're devastated and they can't believe and trading's a scam and trading is this. And all I can think to myself is, how did we get from, okay, I take one trade to I just lost my life savings? Why are we risking our life savings on a trade? I would also have a daily loss limit. Like if I lost 2 trades or 3 trades, with 3 max, to be honest, I think 2 is really pushing it, I would stop trading. You don't have to trade until the cow comes home just because you lost. And also, I would not increase my size because I lost or because I won. That's a big trap that I see that people fall into when they lose their account and they blow it down to 0, is because they have a big winning day, and so now they start sizing up to account for the fact that their account is bigger, or they started winning and they haven't hit a certain threshold yet, and now they've lost more before they were ready to. So also, I wouldn't size up regardless of win or lose. I would stay consistent with my same system until I felt confident to take that next step. I would have to be really disciplined. Like the fourth thing I would say is, let's say 5 things. Right? Every morning I would ask myself 5 questions. Number 1, did I follow my setup? Is what I'm looking for on the chart there, and did I follow that? Number 2, did I wait for confirmation? This gets a lot of people. Just because price hits a certain level does not mean enter into the trade full port and full send. Do you have confirmation that this entry is valid? Number 3, did I respect my stop loss? I see a lot of people get taken out because of greed. They'll hit their stop loss and they won't want to take themselves out the trade if they do a mental stop. And next thing you know, you're at -60, -70%, and you're confused. Number 4 would be, did I avoid FOMO? Am I seeing a chart go all the way up here and saying, you know what? Yeah, let me get in right here at the top. Or number 5, Did I stick to my plan? A common quote I hear in trading is plan the trade and trade the plan. And I think that is so good because you have to. You have to plan your trade. You have to have your setup, your confirmations, your rules, and then you trade that. If it does not follow your setup, does not follow your plan, does not follow your rules, then you do not have a trade to take. And the problem is we see a lot of times people who blow their accounts, they just abort the plan and say, you know what, I'm going to go with whatever looks good on my chart without having any other confluences. At the end of the day, if I had my account down to zero, I would have to realize that my account was never really the asset. That wasn't what made me my money. I would be disappointed for sure, but I wouldn't question whether or not I could build it again. Because what made me profitable wasn't my account, it wasn't indicators, it wasn't my broker, it wasn't even my account balance. It was my risk management, my acceptance to take losses, my patience, my routine, my emotional stability. That's what made the account. And you can't replicate that, whether you have an account size of 0 or 10,000. So if you were looking for me to tell you what strategy it is to trade if you had your account down to 0, I'm sorry, this video was not for you because it's not about a strategy. A lot of times it's about you. The strategy is just something you put on a chart, the way you read the chart, but the market is not moved because you put lines on a chart. It's how do you react to what the market is giving you. That's price action. So if I had to restart my trading account from 0 tomorrow, I would not go hunting for 50 new strategies or a new Discord or a new trading guru. I would focus on fixing the trader first. I would clean up my mindset. I would sharpen one single setup. I would figure out what can I do and how can I make that repeatable? Because mastering one process is what creates consistent payouts. Now, there is a huge mental trap that can completely destroy this before you even start. And I broke down that exact trap and how to fix it in this video right here. If you wanted to watch, you guys can click that and I will see you guys over there. But otherwise, thank you guys for watching. If you guys want, you can like, comment, and subscribe. I have a Discord. I would love to see you guys over there. We live trade every day. We have pre-market analysis, post-market recaps. We do classes and giveaways, and it's just so fun on the crystal side. The link is down in the description box below, but either than that, I love you guys. God loves you more, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.